Good morning, Take 52 Challengers. It's Ingrid here again from Beginners Photography blog, and this week our critique is on we're on week 10, and our theme was angles. And this week I've chosen an image by Julio Rivera, and he's been a member in our group, I think now for probably going on 2 years. So he always submits a really interesting picture, and this one I just really caught my attention, and I wanted to demonstrate a black and white image for y'all. So the theme, as I said, was angle, and this photograph is absolutely cram-packed of several different types of angles, and it's very interesting that he's chosen to do it in black and white, because by doing that it really enhanced the contrast between or on the lines between the blacks and the whites, and just kind of really highlighted where those angles are. So it's quite interesting. When I first looked at this, my eye was immediately drawn to this area of the image, which I think probably because it's such a consistent pattern, and then you think, oh, this is there's the angles here, and then it kind of jumps over here because then your eye is kind of directed towards brighter areas, and this is a little bit brighter than everywhere else. The stone is a whiter color, and we see all these angles over here. And then of course we look at the brick, and the brick is full of angles over here, and then this one big massive angle where there seems to be like a door frame or something like that, and there's another angle there. So there really is just angles everywhere you look in this. It's a very geometric image, and I really like what he's done with it. I think that sometimes black and white can be done incorrectly, but I think this is a case where Julio has done a really good job. And I think he mentioned in his post that he did it using curves. And for those of you who don't use Photoshop, you can always desaturate your image, and that will take out your black and white, or take out your color and leave you with a black and white image. And then you can go back and tweak your contrast and exposure to make it more punchier, look a little bit more high key, if that's the look that you're going for. Technical stats, he used a shutter speed of 1/125th of a second at f4, so everything fairly in sharp and focus here, and an ISO of 100 because nice bright available light, and he didn't need to up it because his shutter speed for handheld was fast enough that we weren't going to see any shake. So a very interesting photo, something that is very busy, but by the nature of the theme and the image, I think it works really well. This is something that you could quite easily see as a frame, maybe, in a frame with a nice big thick wide mat, because if you were going to do something with this, really to show it off to its best, you need to give it some space, because you almost feel like you have to move your head way back in order to get that right. So, and obviously taken from an angle on the ground, looking up a little bit too. That's what causes this parallax effect here, where it almost looks like things are kind of your angles aren't quite straight as they move up. You get that with buildings when you're looking up, and that's another effect of an angle. So interesting take on the whole theme, Julio, and well done. So I hope this little critique, even though there was nothing critical really to say, I think it was a very good job. I hope this helps some of the other people in the challenge, just to showcase what you can do with something that's really quite ordinary. Bricks and blocks and windows and door frames, they're around us everywhere. You see them every day. So people who are racking their brain to think, what can I take a photograph of? Just think of something like this that's a little bit more usual, and then see how you could approach that in a more unusual way by changing up your angle that you're taking it at, or by incorporating it like a little bit more like a little bit more like an abstract image, and then changing and playing around with maybe black and white, or changing some of the color in that to get a different look to your image. So this again is Ingrid here in the Take 52 challenge. If you would like to join the challenge, we would love to have you. It's a pretty active group over there on Facebook, and I will post the link below this video, and I will see you online.